All right, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How's everyone doing? What's up, Ibrahim? XCN and Engine, he says. Appreciate you coming in. What is up, Silver, my man? How you doing? XRP Army, indeed. Always appreciate that. So, what do we got going on today? What is going on with crypto? Seems like a bunch of nothing again. Bunch of nothing. Alright, I was paying some bills online. Man. Alright. I guess we'll just get right into it. I don't know who's going to show up. We got 6 on YouTube and 3 people over on Twitter. How you guys doing over there? What's up, Alan? What's up, Alicia? How you guys doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Silver says Zebek Network. Alright, yeah, like I said, we'll just get right into it, see what we can cover today. XCN's doing the same thing. It's not doing anything. Let me put this on a larger screen. Zebek, he says. Let me see. XCN. XCN is in the same boat. I updated it today, which, I mean, there's so much bearishness everywhere, but there's nothing bearish on Bitcoin. We're still holding over the 3-2 bullish. Once we get over 87K and then 95K, we're good. Only a matter of time. But XCN, yeah, if you guys hear screaming or yelling in the background, my son's playing the VR like a room away, and he's very loud. So XCN's still in the same boat. She's still stuck in the downtrend, and she's coming back down again. So just focusing on the 3-day daily chart here on XCN. I'm still expecting you to come down to the 382. It's going to come down here and test to be bullish at 0097. So as I said earlier, I mean, unless you break the downtrend and start moving up here, but it does appear you're still going to drop, about 16%. The only other thing we can really do is go all the way down to like the 4-hour chart here and try to get a very small time frame move here. And we go from that high to the low. Yeah, we're getting stuck right at the 236 as we speak at 1-1. So you got to get over 1-1, short-term bottom confirmed, and then bullish back over the 382 at 117, and then it looks like your breakout would be, if we can get over the 0.5, get a 4-hour candle over 118 here, this 0.5, and then confirmed over 12618, and then we can start finally moving up on this thing. But as of now, I would just keep it simple, like I've been saying. Yeah, you're probably coming down to test that 382 area to see if this thing's going to stay macro bullish. Engine, I don't think we've looked at Engine in forever. Engine, yeah, Engine's another older coin. This was a good one last cycle. Let me see if I can zoom out to the monthly. Damn, she's all the way back down. Yeah, with the Engine here, wick down. It looks like the bottom should be in. I mean, I guess it could drop lower, but it looks like the bottom to me. We keep saying that, and then it keeps doing the same thing. Large candle, bear flag, candles, bear flag, candles. It's starting to form a bear flag again. So we'll see what happens. I mean, no one knows what's going to happen. But just looking at the overall chart here, let me see. Let's see if we're holding the 786 or we're below it. Yeah, we're just below it. So we need to get back up over about 9.5 to stay alive here. But of course, this is a monthly candle. But Engine, not the best looking older coin chart. Let me see if there's a better one real quick here before we open our mouth too much. Engine, USD. Let's just see if there's any better chart, which there could be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm in the process of slowly flipping all these charts over to the better charts. So, yeah, you just lost the 618 support, so scratch everything we just kind of said. Yeah, it looks like you're coming down to the 786 here. Any lower than this area, I mean, but you can clearly see you're on a macro area of support and resistance here. So it may end up holding, it may not, we'll see. But if it's coming down to the final 786 support, yeah, another coin you can say that there is a lingering 40% drop here on this one. Let me get back over to the chat real quick. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll get into these coins. There's only 12 people here. We usually get everything covered within like an hour, and then it's done. All right, so depending on where engine ends up, what we can do here is, yeah, we'll just use what we got on the Mac. Yeah, we'll just use the macro, just because it hasn't really bottomed out yet. So where's engine gonna end up this cycle? I guess we can't go by that either. We'll just do it from where it is. We'll just guess. Yeah, it's kind of in the same spot. Anything from $12 to $15. It came right up perfectly to the 1618. That's where you got stuck at. So we'll just keep it that simple for now. If you get back up over the 0.5 here and start moving back up, possible target. Wow, that's a huge move. Oh man. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but if engine's gonna make a new high, that takes you up to almost $12. It's 130x. So I don't know if that's possible. So either $12 to 130x. You're only at 9 pennies, so that's a little high. So if that macro support holds and that's it, we'll say this. Well, that's even higher. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where engine's going, to be honest. If this macro area holds, maybe you get a 618 retracement out of this thing. That would be your older coin 10x to $1. Yeah, 10 to 20x, I would say. $1 to $2 on engine is probably where it's going. I just can't see it doing 130x, 150x. It may. ZBCN. She's still at the bottom. Yeah, she's still down here at the bottom getting stuck, so you're down below, you're above the 236, but you're getting stuck below low to the high 618. So you have to get over 99 up to 10. But she had a nice run. She got stuck right where we said she was getting stuck, and she fell off the table. Let's see the 3-day chart. Oh no, yeah. If she can't get over this, this is not a good look. Because the fact that you're making this little slight move up, you guys know exactly what I'm about to draw. But yet another one with a bear flag potentially in play. So if it cannot get over the 618 here, then you may bear flag and you may come back down. Depending on how low, you can clearly see, and we already know that 786 is very strong support, has been for a very long time, even though you dip below, but this general area down here. So this could just indicate that we're about to have a drop back down to 8.7, if not a little bit below. So if you can't get over that, then yeah, you may get like a 20% drop soon. But like I said, she had a nice little run, and it's going to run again. The fact that it ran off of this accumulation was really good. It shows you it's not a dead coin. Oh man, and then where's this thing going? Where we say? What do we have? 001. Penny and a half would be your 15x, and then 2.5 pennies. There's a lot of good targets on this one. A penny, penny and a half, 2.5, 3. So just pick your spot where you want to take profit at. There's no guarantee it's going to do a 30, 40x. All right, is the music and the voice and everything okay? I didn't even ask you guys that. L3, I was missing the lives, not getting the notifications. Well, this is the first time I've done a live stream early in the day, like 2 o'clock. I think the earliest I've been doing lately is like 3 or 4, 5. So we'll see if we can get different people up in here today. Yeah, I see some of you guys are coming back that ain't been here in a while. Alicia, Freedom from Crypto, D Nice, The Dawn. I haven't seen you in a while, I don't think. Maybe you might have been here. It's been a busy couple of weeks. Looking for the price prediction for what? All right, I appreciate that, my man. What's up, David? How you doing, my man? David's in the house. A lot of alts pumping. Okay, I guess we'll look at L3. What is L3? I don't think we've looked at that. I don't think we've heard of that. What's up, Universal Codes? How you doing? L3. I was thinking you meant B3. L3, layer 3. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, she pumped. Yeah, there's some coins like Orca. Orca pumped pretty good. Man, what happened? But L3, I don't know what this is. It hasn't really done anything. It's been going sideways. Didn't really bounce off of anything. Dipped below the support. Getting stuck at the 618. Another coin getting stuck at the 618 here. That 618 comes into play good. So that's going to be my plan. If I ever get back into the market, I'm just going to, everything I hold, when it hits the 618 with a little wick above, I'm out and rotating into something else on my list. Yeah, 382, 618 is what you're getting stuck at right now. So confirmed breakout and bullish over that price there. Let me move that. So once you get over 8.5 pennies, 9 pennies, and you stay, yeah, even with a daily candle, looking like a top at the moment, but a daily candle over that, then you're good to go. And then good to go if that is not the top right now, which it very well could be. Like I said, 618 retracement, 382 heavy resistance. Next stop up would be about 23 for 170% move. So where is this one going to? We're at 8 pennies. I don't know what layer 3 is, but yeah, maybe you get $1 on this one. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but the low cent range, if it's going to be something, then you're probably going to hit $1 plus, depending on what the project is. But $1 is going to give you about almost a 12x. But like I said, the wick above the 618, it's probably going to end up pulling back here. Like and subscribe. I always appreciate that, my man. Oh, we got 26 people in here. All right, we got 19 on YouTube. Not bad. When we flip bullish again, we'll get all the... It's like, where's all the 12,000 subscribers at? I know they're not all going to come in the chat. That's not possible. But it'd be nice to have a couple hundred. All right, what else we want to look at? Oh, someone said Arrow something. Look at Arrow Bud and Ski. All right, let me pull up Deck Screener. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, answer the poll, help out a little bit. It's been so dead lately, it's ridiculous. If we don't flip bullish in April, and this is another month of death, it's going to get real hard here on this channel. What am I looking for? Oh, Deck Screener. Deck Screener. But yeah. What is happening? No, I don't want that. They're trying to scam me again. What the hell? Alright, gotta find the right Deck Screener. Risk to reward on FET is insane right now. What you mean by that? Alright, as I'm pulling up Deck Screener and trying to get this to work, I'll pull up FET. FET. Yeah, all these coins that drop down, I mean, we're still kind of waiting to see because it's yet another coin. It's doing the same thing it did here. The strong move down, a little bear flag action, and then it dropped. It's doing the same thing again. So we need some follow through on some of these coins. Which it doesn't have to play out, like you guys know from yesterday. I was looking at Mavia, Heroes of Mavia. Did the same thing, but it was at, it made lower lows. It was going to 0, and it was forming a bear flag, and then it just pumped to the moon. So, you guys know that can happen at any moment on any coin. Let me zoom out here on FET before we go over to Dex Screener. What are we on? Low to the high. We're down below 382, so you're not bullish anymore. I mean, right now there's nothing good on the chart. You're bearish as hell right now. You're below the 618. You're below the 382. You just tagged the 0.5. So the question is, bear flag going to play out, or are we going to start moving up? So you have to get over 57 and 71. But when just looking at the overall chart, you're still curled up here. Besides most recent, of course. Let me zoom out to the monthly. You know what? Let me zoom out to the monthly, get all this off the chart. Yeah, I mean, when you zoom out to the monthly like this looks extremely good. FET's going to go to the moon this cycle, no doubt. But let's just see what the overall macro chart looks like. Alright, so macro-wise, you are still bullish. You're still over the 382. So you can come down as low as 33 and still be bullish. Still drop 36%, but still. And still hold structure. My big question is, where is FET going to end up in 2025? What is the target? Yeah, I mean, if you hold up even down to the 382 here, I would say we'll just go from where you are now, 53x, $35 FET here. If she's going to hold up and be a player, which I think it is. All right, let me pull up Dex Screener. Hold on. What's up? All right. It was just my son. He needed a drink. He's been playing his ass off on the VR. That's a workout. All right, let me get back into these. Look at the MACD on FET. What are we on, FET? Yeah, I don't ever use the MACD anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's trying to cross up on the 3-day chart. Damn, why can't I get this Dex Screener to open up right? But yeah, I mean, FET doesn't look bad on the macro here. It looks good. If it can get back over 54 here and then just start moving. But what is your target for FET? I think FET, Render, and Near, all those big AI coins are going to run at the same time. All right, let me get this damn thing up. I don't know what's happening. Dex Screener, let's see. All right, what'd you say, ski and what? Oh yeah, arrow, bud, and ski. Arrow and ski. RSI says Pump City. Yeah, my son threw me off. Sorry about that. Damn, I screwed the whole FET chart up now. All right, come on now. All right, I think we got it now. Dex Screener for the win. All right, any other Dex Screener coins, put them up. What were we looking at? Damn, I really wanted to buy this baby coin just because Arrowbud, we haven't looked at these in a while because they've been going to zero. Arrowbud, let's see, 3 months, 9 months. I think it's this one. Let me zoom this out real quick. Bottom may be in for Arrowbud. She came all the way back down to the previous top we had on the chart. And if I fix this correctly, yeah, she came down here, retested that, and she bounced. Could it go lower? Of course. But it's been going to zero forever, and it's starting to curl up here just a little bit. Have we not looked at it since back there? So that's a good look that you back tested that previous high. I know it's not anything but that previous high, but still you back tested and you held. And then if we go from that high to the low, and then what we're going to do simply is we're going to get this off now that we know we back tested, and we're just going to keep it simple. If that is the bottom, you have to get back over 1 penny, and then 1.5 to be bullish. Breakout confirmed over 2.5. And then a new high on Arrowbud is a 23x from where it is now. But not bad. I mean, the overall chart doesn't look horrible. Then what'd you say, ski? Ski. Oh, damn, I didn't make it bigger. There we go. Oh yeah, ski mask. We got David for 10. I appreciate that, my man. What'd you say, community? Let's support undead so we don't have to send him to a 9 to 5. Oh man, I'm probably gonna do that anyway, just because this month killed me. But I appreciate the 10, my man. I always appreciate you being in here and supporting. It's awesome. $15 on FET by the end of the year. All right, I'll go back over to it in just a moment. We got to catch up here. My daughter loves VR too. Yeah, kids love it. Yeah, I use it for working out. You get on there and you play some of those games, some of those workout games, and there's a boxing game where it puts the boxers actually in your living room where you can see everything else so you don't punch a TV or a wall. And you just do boxing rounds, and that'll have you worked up. But yeah. Ski. Where's ski at? Where am I looking for? I hate that I can't search and I have to take it off of full screen, but it is what it is. So let me just look before we go look at, what was it? Ski baby. Which was the coin? Oh yeah, it's this one. Damn. I took all my money out of the market. Shouldn't have had it in there anyway, but I had to get caught up on bills again. But man, I just want $50 to throw on this thing, just to see. Did you end up buying this, David? Did you buy any of the baby coins? It's only a 90K market cap, and if you just throw $50 on here, I know we always look at this, but a 786 retracement just for one large candle to spawn in, that's a 200x. And then if you're lucky, if the stars align, man, a new high on this one is over a 6,000x. I don't think that's going to happen, but you can always hope and dream. All right, let's go over to ski mask. But with my luck, I'll put $50 on it and it'll go to zero. Ski mask kitten. We're looking for ski. Ski to the moon. I guess it's this one. Yeah, I mean, this one's always looked bullish. It looks just like the other coin. Just an overall bullish chart. Every time it pumps down, it comes down, it goes right back up. Let's see what we're getting any kind of respect. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. It's back testing these previous highs. Those candles, that wick, and you're getting a little bounce. So if you can stay over this area, then that's bullish. But if you fall down, you start falling down below these levels, 382, of course, at about 3 pennies, then that's done. It's not going back up. But back testing and moving Not a horrible look. So we'll draw another one here in just a moment, but you're still over the 382. As long as you're over 3 pennies, you're good on ski mask here, even if it does dip down again. We'll go ahead and just take that one off. We'll pull this one down, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the other one. So 3, you're bullish, you're back testing right now, so we're gonna get that one off. And if that is it off of that back test, we're just gonna get the easiest price to look at. So once you get back over 6 pennies, the bottom is in, and then once you get back over the 382 at 8 pennies, you are bullish once again, and that would break the little downtrend you have in play now. And then this one, ski mask, first target to watch. We'll leave this here, see if something spawns in like we used to. 1272 to about 68 to 70 cents is a 16.5, 17x. So not bad. All right, let me get back over to the chat. Pendle. Yeah, Pendle's been going up forever. All right, $15 on FET and then Pendle. Baby deer. Yeah, did we ever find that one? I don't think we ever found baby deer, did we? Fool. Come on, fool. Where's baby deer? Did we find that one? Oh, maybe we did. This one right here, huh? Oh yeah, the deer seized by the US government. I mean, yeah, it's going sideways. It's bullish over the 382. Not a bad chart at all. Yeah, possible 30x to the new high. Yeah, I would put $100 on here. Oh, excuse me. Whew. But yeah, $50 on a couple of those baby coins, and then $100 on baby the deer here. Just get my little 30x. Get anything going, really. All right, let me switch this back over. What's up, BK Sal? What do you say? Ear Lab just launched. I took a very small position. We'll see. Oh, you've been trying to use your MetaQuest for cardio. Oh yeah, it works real good. Especially going through the boxing rounds on that boxing game. I don't remember the name of it, but once you get through that, man, you do a couple of rounds with some of those dudes, you will be on the ground, or at least me. I fall to the ground when the round's done. Can't breathe. All right, let's get back into this. What are we looking at? Window, trading view, FET. I done screwed this whole chart up. Let me see if I can back this up. FET. Yeah, FET's going to be a good one. Jasmy. Yeah, we'll look at Jasmy. If I can back this thing up. All right, there we go, I think. But yeah, I want to see this thing get back over the 382 at 71, and then you could be bullish on it again, and the 618. But you're clearly holding macro support right now, so if you say the MACD and the RSI are bullish, you are holding on macro support, as you can clearly see. We just draw a box here. Could very well be the bottom. You don't always have to go by the fibs. Not in a bad spot at all. And then, what'd you say, 15 bucks? Yeah, that's not bad. A wick above the 1414. Tag 15 to get you a 30x from today. Let's bring that back up. Can you guys hear me? Okay, there we go. What's up, Slava, my man? How you doing? Era Lab. Can I even look at that? Let's look at Pendle first. Yeah, but I think Pendle's been going up since it came out, I think. Am I right? just goes up forever. Well, not since it came out. Since November of 2022, this thing's been bullish. And it broke the trend from whenever we looked at it. Yeah, I mean, it's holding support once again. Holding the previous high. So we're seeing a lot of that today. So as long as you're over this 228 level, you're good. And then you can clearly see once this thing breaks over the 1272 at $7, that's probably where it's going to kick in. Especially after getting stuck there for so long. But the question is, where is this one going to end up? Pendle to $30, the 12x. And I don't really see anything in between there. There's no other fib levels in between 30 and 150. So you're either getting a 30x or a 60x. If it doesn't die here and just, you know, start falling down. So let's see one more thing on Pendle. But it's good you held the back there. You held the high. Even though you may... Well, no, I guess you didn't. You're good. And then low to the high here on the weekly macro chart. Oh, yeah, you're holding the 236. So, yeah, you're overall macro bullish on this thing. It has been for a long time. So, Pendle doesn't look bad at all. She's holding up strongly. Up almost 26% on the week. I just can't wait to look back and see where these coins actually end up after this is all said and done. Earlab. Oh, you said it just launched. Is it on any exchanges? What's the ticker? Earlab. Earlabs on Sol. Oh, you must have been talking about a Solana coin, but I guess we can look at it here. Oh, damn. Yeah, it really did just launch and went to the moon. Oh my Jesus. How much is this thing up from the launch? Do we want to know? It's clearly still bullish. Wow, just did a 73x. All I need is a 10x, 5x or a 10x when I get back in the market. But I can't even seem to get that. Why am I pulling up the wrong tool? But yeah, this is 4-hour candles. We really can't do anything about it, but we'll just, real simple. As long as you're over 2-0, you're bullish. There's no point in going down to smaller time frames. Oh man, this thing's up 2,500% on the week. Wait, what did I say? Oh, on the week. Can you do Jasmy? Yeah, is Jasmy holding up or did it break down? Bottom, I think, is in for Jasmy. I mean, a lot of these coins got to have the bottom in soon, but who are we to say the bottom is in? Jasmy. Oh, what's happening here? Yeah, you're still holding the 0.5 here. But yeah, I mean, you could still technically hit the 618. So the bottom may not be in yet. It looks like it's trying to form a bottom. You're holding support. Stock R size all the way down there at the bottom, trying to curl up. So right now your support is 12.9. But I went over this last time we looked at Jasmy. Just because you're down below the 382, you know, it does kind of put in play the 618 here. Depends on what's going to happen. So if you start falling below this level here, then you're dropping 30%. And then that's where you should get a nice bounce. And if you look back in the past, and like we always keep saying, when a fib's coming up and it's based on the fib and it's also based on macro support and resistance, you can see this area down here. We could easily come down here, excuse me, and bounce at this area. Wick down below the 618, everyone's going to turn bearish and start selling. We're going to zero, bear market, and then it's just going to go. But I still think Jasmine at 30 cents is very likely, even if it does come all the way down there. As of today, it's a 23x. If we end up breaking down and just coming down here, then you get a 40x. And then if Jasmine hits $1, then we all win. Yeah, if Jasmine breaks down to that point and still hits $1, then we're going to have a monster bull run. That's going to be an 84x on Jasmine. We can only hope. Seems like it'd be a solid project for my little bit of research. Yeah, did you go run it through SoulScan or Rug Checker? Just go put the address in SoulScan or Rug Checker and go see, just go do your research on it. Make sure they're not going to pull the rug on you, because we've seen that many, many times. Many times. What's up, Muffin Man? How you doing? He says coffee time. Yeah, it is. I have to go down the road to get coffee, though. I don't have a coffee thing here yet. I got to go down the road to Buc-ee's and get a coffee. I should have did that before the stream, but whew. He says you want to take a look at Fox and GRT. Yeah, we'll look at it. Baby on Solana went from low from millions in market cap to one under 100,000. I think they're scammers. Yeah, but they can scam me out of $50. It's not like it's the first time it's going to ever happen to me, but I don't have 50 right now. But if it waits and I'm able to put 50 on it, I will. They can scam me. They can scam me or give me my 6,000x, please. All right, what are we looking at? We're looking at, let's see. Oh man, Sloppy, you're being embarrassed. Oh, excuse me. Bitcoin to 72. Buckle up, guys. You really think so? Bitcoin's holding strong, in my opinion. I know everyone's bearish, but it's holding strong to me. I guess I'll go to Shapeshift and then GRT. Jasmine trying to hold the bottom. But yeah, just looking at Bitcoin here on the chart, and we're holding. We may be getting ready to get a bounce. We could always go down to 72K, but we held the 382 like a champ. We're over the 236 again, so high to the low, bottom is being put back in. 87, 88 we're bullish, and then 95 to the moon. There's no 70K. What are you talking about? But I don't mind. If it goes to 70K, so be it. I'm not in the market, and I'm not going to be back in until probably late summer, so I need the market to wait. Fox, let's see. Fox, the trucking company, what is she doing? Breaking down. Oh man, she's trying to hold the support down here, but it's, oh man. Yeah. Unless we just get some kind of crazy maybe a move and these things start to blast out of here. Another bear flag coming in. So maybe 70K, you're right. Well, like I said, at this point, I want you guys to make money, but I don't care. If it goes down, it goes down. I need the market to wait for me again, because I can't miss it this time. But yeah, you're right at that 786 support, final support area. Trying to hold, but you're kind of just below it, and you're bear flagging, so it remains to be seen if Fox here is about to drop back down to the bottom. So yet another one with a 40% drop maybe in play, unless you can start getting back over some of these levels here. And then we'll just do it on Fox here too. You got to hold this 282 area. Like I said, you're just below it. And then if we just simply go here to the low, over 3.5, bottom is back in, and then clearly back over the 618, break back above the trend, and then you can be bullish over 4 to 4.4 on Fox here. But not looking the greatest at the moment. And then the bigger question, of course, as always, is where is Fox going to end up? Depending on how low it goes. We're going to get a 50-cent Fox for a 16x, or is she going to blow out of here for 350? That would be a Cardano move from the low pennies up to over $3. Yeah, I think Cardano did 120 something X last cycle, if I remember correctly. That'd be 120X up to 350 on Fox. But does Fox have the firepower to do that? That's the question. GRT. Let me see, GRT. The graph. Oh, man. Damn, Muffin Man, I really do need coffee. Oh, yeah, GRT looks exactly the same here. Not quite bear flagging as hard. Well, I say that, but oh, yeah, it's doing the same exact thing. So everything we just said on GRT is the same for Fox, or GRT. GRT's in a little better spot. It's holding over that final support green line here, so you got to stay over. What is that? 946. If you fall below that, bear flag is playing out, and she's going back down to the low to 5. Unless this doesn't play out and we back test the 236 here soon. So either a 40% drop or a 40% dump. Take your pick. But with the bear flags forming, it doesn't look encouraging. But GRT, if we ever turn bullish again, damn, back over the 236 here to get back over the trend. Until then, there's nothing bullish on it. But yeah, it's like GRT. Is she really going to do a 90x to $9? Hell, even $4. $4 would be your 42x. But keep it simple right now. You got to get a 618 breakthrough, and then your 786 here is what, 13x to $1.20. I think that's very fair. Wow. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. XCN, Ando, Jasmine, and a few others. I appreciate the watching and the support. I really do. Did I miss a super chat? What is happening? Oh, we got BK Sal for 10. I appreciate that, my man. He says cheers. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the super chat and the words and everything. You guys be in here. Trying to be realistic. I hope you're right, to be honest, because I can't miss out on this run. You said BTC bear flag? Barra is up 27%. What is Barra? Have we ever looked at that? But yeah, I appreciate the 2 super chats that came in. It's awesome. Barra. Let me pull up Barra. Yeah, this is an early stream too. I'm probably going to stream later on around 6 or 7 again. I just felt like I just needed to get on here and do it. Barra, Capybara Nation. Is that what we're looking at? Capybara Nation. What is this? Oh, she had a nice little pump. Yeah, she had a double bottom with a higher low. Damn, that's a nice looking bottom formation. Yeah, so if you ever see a coin that looks like this and it's kind of holding up, there's always a chance, that it's going to run. Stock RSI is going off the chart. So let's see why you're getting stuck. Oh yeah, right at the 236. So you're hitting that first resistance perfectly. So she's trying to put the bottom in. I can't pull up the volume on this. Super trends flipping green. Yeah, I would just keep it that simple. It needs to get over that level there. Nice little move. It has to get over 2-0, bottom end, 3-2 bullish. So maybe this is another coin that's going to do the 382 retracement and then get stuck. So until you get over that, you're bearish. And of course here, you're still bearish. But this is very bullish. Bottom of the low. So we'll see if this thing continues to run here. If it breaks over 2, you're going to get a spike up on this thing once again. And she's going to shoot up another 60%. And then Bara. Yeah, she's up 67% on the week. It's not too bad of a move. A 5x to there, so a new high on this one and 27x almost. If this one's going to shoot up to a new high, but clearly you can see the 618 is going to be your big price to get over. This 69 level, all of this support turn resistance is going to be heavy resistance again. So once you break through the 618, confirming your bull run on this coin, then she'll just fly up probably. But yeah, overall not a bad coin or a bad chart. Bear flag on BTC. I appreciate that, my man. Like a down-to-earth dude. I'll stick around. Yeah, I'm just a regular guy trying to make it. I appreciate you being here. You hope not 70K. Auction bounce. Auction. The scammers are sophisticated. They know how to lock you out from selling. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I've been in a coin like that before. It was a new coin that came out. I did a little bit of research on it, but I was greedy. I gambled. I put $150 on it. I think I told you guys this before, but I put $150 on it. It was going to the moon. It turned that $150 into $1,500 to $1,800, and you could not sell. They wouldn't let you. Man, that sucked. Watched it go to the moon. They wouldn't let you sell, and then you just had to watch it go back to 0. I was like, man, I cannot believe this. What am I looking at? Oh, auction, bounce token. All right, let me just put that up so I can see bounce token. Yeah, haven't we been looking at bounce on every stream now? Bounce to the moon. I don't know what chart we're using, but we're going to use this one. Oh, damn. Wait, is this the one we were looking at? I don't remember what coin we were looking at. I don't remember what we said last, but we were looking at something, and I don't think it was this. Yeah, it wasn't this. What was the coin that looks like it's about to just go to the moon? We look at it a lot lately. Yeah, she got stuck at the 786 and she blew right through it. Not bad. She's above the 618. Damn, bounces in its bull run. Yeah, if she comes all the way up here, if she can break through 72, next stop is 177. 220% move from where it is. It looks extremely bullish right now, though. Damn. See, this is what I'm looking for. And now I don't have any money on Blowfin anymore. All my tether's gone. Something that's bullish like this, there's no wick. It's clearly going. It's clearly running for the high here. Just chase the green candle and hope for the best. But yeah, she looks good. Only other thing we can do is just kind of hope. And go from low to the high, which you really can't do. There's no wick here. Yeah, just as long as you're above the 786, this thing's bullish. As long as you're above 36 right now. I guess short term we could do 4-hour time frame. Damn. I guess we go from there. Damn it, wrong tool again. Very short term, 47, 48, you're bullish. Damn, bounce to the moon. Used to hold auction and sold last week. Damn. We got Mikkel for 2. Oh, I just did that. Oh man, you didn't have to send 2. I saw your chat. I appreciate it though. That helps out a lot. I appreciate the 2. But yeah, hopefully that helped with bounce. It's bullish right now. Let's see. Let me look at the other chart since you sent me 2. See if I can see what kind of volumes coming in. Oh yeah, bounces on Coinbase. Damn. Damn, I don't even have the volume on here anymore. Oh yeah, she flipped bullish back here. Super trend turned green. Damn. Oh yeah. Damn. I don't mean to say damn so much, but some of these charts look so good, especially when you pull up this. The super trend turned green. What were we on? 4 hour. And then all the moving averages crossed bullish at the same spot. Is screaming buy me. And then she just went. Damn, this thing's going vertical right now. Congratulations to the bounce holders. She's flying. What was I trying to do though? Bring up the volume. Goodbye, super trend. Oh yeah, I got some nice strong volume. Oh man. All right, what are we looking at? Yeah, there's talks of war again. All right, let me pull up. You keep saying there's a bull flag on, or a bear flag on Bitcoin. Where am I at? Yeah, so are we about to fall off the table again? Is the market just about to bleed out like crazy? That'll at least get 100 viewers in here. Everyone loves to watch the bloodbath. Oh, I see what you're talking about. It is doing the same thing as the other coins. Every time we drop, we bear flag, we drop, bear flag. So the only thing we can do, if we can get over 87.9, that's what I would watch on Bitcoin. If it can go to over 87.9, we possibly have a shot. If we fall back below 83.5 and then 80K, then yeah, it's over. At least for a while. You guys say 70K, there's 73. I would say if we break to 382, we're dropping all the way down here to 66K. In that area, definitely. We just can't win. All right, let me switch the song. Bearish or bullish? What do we want? Uh, 90% of whales own bounce. Yeah, I feel you, my man. After you sell the coin, it's gone. That's the way it works. Yeah, so bounce and Orca had a nice move. Yeah, Orca. What's up, Julian? Is that a J, Julian, or Elian? I don't know if I asked that before. It looks like an I. Yeah, I did an update on Orca today. Is she still moving? Yeah, she had a nice run, but sold off very quickly. Yeah, it's nice to see our green support box from the last time we looked at it. The trend, everything held perfectly, and then it just went. But you got to stay above the 0.5 here. I think the 0.5 was also the 382, if I remember correctly. Let me see here. Yeah, you got to stay over this 290 area to stay bullish on Orca, or that's probably it. Even though, I mean, you're just getting started. Look at the RSI down here. Stock RSI, that is. One of these days, we're all going to catch the right rocket to the moon. Wells won't dump. I'm talking about bounce. Yeah, just watch that. If bounce stays bullish and gets up to that 1272, just not financial advice. Just be careful, because a lot of people will be watching that resistance area. That's why we always say with the 618. Once you hit that 618 and you got that little wick above, do what you think is best, but get out. Orca went up because it got listed on Upbit at 1 in the morning. Damn. Yeah, Orca looks like it is done for now, but not the other one. Keep the bull. You think 69 to 72K is still very much on the table. We'll see what happens. Hold on, I gotta go see what my son's doing. He's being loud in there. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right. What are we looking at? All right, isn't I? All right, I appreciate that. Take a look at XCN right now. It's trying something. What is it trying? Nothing. Turbo down bad, but Wells accumulating more. Yeah, we haven't looked at Turbo in a while. Yeah, I saw ACH had a nice little pump today. ACH is still in a really good spot. What's up, Leomi? I think I said that right. You bought Orca at 2.5. Should I hold, or will it drop to 1.5 again? Yeah, what are we looking at? ACH. I mean, there's no telling. I mean, it's crypto. You had a pump. That's not a good looking wick. Did the same thing back here. It wicked, and that was all. It's making a lower high. Wicked above the 618 we always go over. So that $5 range was probably it for now. But you do what's best for you. Because me, if I would have sold here, it would have kept going. If I sell here, then it's going to go to the moon again. If I would have kept holding, it would have went to zero. ACH, yeah, ACH went up a little bit today, but ultimately on the macro chart for ACH, it still hasn't done anything. When you zoom out, it's still in a very good area. Let's zoom out here. But yeah, I like the ACH chart. I think this is my bullish coin right now. If I had money to buy something, I would buy ACH here. I mean, because she's holding up. The trend is holding. You're just right back above the 382 again to be bullish on the macro. You're over the 618. But then the biggest thing is, of course, the overall chart here. Once ACH gets back over the 0.5 and then definitely the 618, especially off of this resistance area, the ascending triangle pattern, I think she's gonna fly to the moon when she breaks out of this 618 area. Doesn't have to, but I can just see it now. All this accumulation and this bullishness here, it's not gonna be able to handle itself. So 19x to 50 cents from today, but I can see a big, large green candle spawning in here. XCN, yeah, how many people we got in here? XCN, oh, we only got 34. Yeah, it's been 20 people for about a couple weeks now. We're just not bullish, even though we have some coins being pumping. Damn, we're already an hour in. Yeah, we'll look at XCN. If I missed anything, just bring it up real quick. XCN. What's up, Lord Zero Cools in the house? XCN. Let's see. Is she doing something? I can't even see this anymore. Jeez. Oh, come on. Yeah, XCN's not moving. It's not doing anything. Still stuck in the downtrend. I think on the, yeah. I guess she had a little spike back up, but she's ultimately still not moving. She's getting stuck. Let me go low to the high really quick here. Yeah, I mean, you're on the final 786 support. So we'll see. Clearly, you have to punch through the 618. So 11.3 is your support. 11.9, if you can break through that, then we'll finally have that move up. Yeah, I didn't even notice that on the update today. But the fact that you're getting stuck, once you break through 113, then that's when you're going to have this little baby nosedive down 16%. And then that's going to test that final support level to stay bullish. Any lower than the macro 382, then that was the top for a good long time. Because then you're going to spend weeks and months just grinding down until you hit, one of these lower areas. So yeah, we'll see what happens on XCN. Let's see, Drift, please. What's up, Joshua? The only option for you is the DCA. The only option for me is nothing at the moment. Drift. Yeah, it wasn't drift going. No, I don't remember what drift was doing. Drift. We haven't looked at drift in a while. Damn, what is drift doing? I ain't looked at this in forever. Yeah, drift clearly back in the day when we were drawing the bullish patterns on everything died since then. So, and I always find that funny when people come on the channel on videos and they comment on a, let me just clear this chart up. Comment on an old video that's like 6 months old. Yeah, if we go to the high to the low here, drift is not the biggest respecter of the chart, but you are holding, you can see on the weekly candles are holding that 0.5. So your support right now is 55. You have to break back over 68, 69. And then on top of that, you clearly have this trend in play here that you're still holding higher lows. Not perfect, but you're still holding higher lows and you're making higher highs overall. So I would say that has to be it on drift. If it can't really go lower, because then you do just run the risk of breaking this low if you come down 382 and possibly lower. So this may be the bottom on drift for now. Just got a little curl up going on. Stock RSI starting to go above 50. So once you break over 69 and then 94, if it's going to complete the market structure here, I mean, it doesn't have to go all the way up here, but you do have the $3 range could be next, or you could wick all the way up here and do a 7x for the next big run. That's if it doesn't break down, of course. But drift is holding up. And then drift from where it is now, if that's possibly the bottom, 14.5x. And then the other thing we'll do on drift is just go from the low to the high. Let's see what kind of level we're holding. Yeah, that's what you want to see. He bounced off the 618 and the trend. So not a bad look. What is that, 63? All right. Drift, we did that one. Buy the dips if you have the powder. That's the problem, there's no powder. Jasmine sucks, you can't even sell it. Why can't you sell it? Did we look at Cookie Dow? What's up, Coach Marvin? Coach Marvin boxing. Yeah, we were just talking about boxing earlier. What did you say? ZRO is up 22% today. Never heard of it. Cookie Dow. Cookie. What is Cookie doing? Cookie Dow. Yeah, I mean, just overall Cookie Dow chart doesn't look bad. If we ever have alt season and go to the moon and people start piling back into crypto, you know, some of these coins that have these charts like this, they're just going to fly out of here, in my opinion. But yeah, what was that one coin we've been looking at? I guess I'll have to go back to the bottom of the chart here and see. Cookie Dow. Yeah, same thing with Ondo and everything else. Bear flag, and now it's dropping. So low to the high, you're on just below the 0.5, right on the 786 here. But you're down below 382. If you cannot hold 12.9 or 13, then yeah, you're looking to drop on this one over 30%. Down to the double 618, and that should be the bottom at that point. But it's like, you know, asking about the Oracle coin right now. There's no way to tell if it's going to drop back down. There's no way to tell if this thing's going to drop down. But if you can hold 13 and get back over 20, you're back to being bullish here. But a lot of these coins that we see bear flag like this, they just drop and drop, and they'll bear flag again, and they'll drop. Let me get that off. And then I guess we'll just keep it where you are right now. What do we have on here? So $1 billion market cap on Cookie DAO. I guess this is still correct. Be at 25x. Damn, I don't know why I'm so sleepy today. What the hell? How about FLR to mix it up? To mix it up. Oh, I just got on the stream today and I just been yawning my ass off for some reason. Flare. Everyone piling to Flare. She's at the bottom. She's at the bottom. Oh yeah. Zoomed out on Flare. She's back down here. The trend is holding. It has to be the bottom or it's never going back up. But you see what I mean? Down below the 236, but it doesn't really matter. This is the overall Flare chart here. Looks very good. You know, yeah, I guess this is the oldest chart. So you're just down below the 236, 618. I don't think you're going to come down here and hit the 786 at 12 because you're holding this trend line here. Because if you come down, you're going to end up breaking down. It could, I think, didn't, what was that coin called? BLZ. Did BLZ end up breaking down? It had a similar chart on the macro here. But Flare, I mean, that looks like the bottom to me. She's about to move up 150% over the next couple of weeks, months, whatever it's going to be. Yeah, next couple of months, unless it's one large candle back to the top here. And then eventually it's going to get squeezed. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to get squeezed into the summertime, and then come fall, that's when we're going to shoot out of here. And that's definitely going to be the case if Bitcoin just drops down to 70K, whatever. We're just going to have these macro chops until we go. Flare, where's Flare going to? First target up, 33 cents would be a 23x. What'd you say? Oh yeah, I was gonna look at BLZ. Yeah, I just wanted to see if BLZ, I think it wicked down below. I don't know if it broke structure and then went up. I don't remember. Oh, she did. And we redrew it, I guess. Damn it. Yeah, as long as it doesn't do a BLZ here, because I think we had this pulled up at a different point and then it broke down. Yeah, because this one broke down and it back tested. So you do run the risk of that on that other coin, but it looks like the bottom. But we said the same thing on BLZ here. So no one knows what's going to happen. It's all just retardedness. I think Jasmine got through the roof when you don't expect. Oh yeah. I mean, if you're holding a whole bunch of Jasmine, I mean, even if it drops, what can you do? If you're bullish on it, then just hold. We're gonna go up at some point. ZRO is up 22%. ZRO, what is that? Oh my lord. ZRO. I guess we looked at this before. Oh, layer 0. Oh, she's up 22% because she died. Wow. Yeah, just a little recovery here. So just be ready. This one's probably going to come up here and get stuck and go back down to where it came from. Depending on, let me pull this the best I can. Yeah. What do we got? High. No, I'm gonna have to fix this whole chart. All right, we're just gonna go high to the low. Yeah, that's probably it on ZRO. You didn't quite hit it. I guess you did. Depends on where you pull this down to. Yeah, you just hit the trend. You back tested it for the second time on a V-shaped recovery. The fact that you went up so fast here, it's probably just going to come right back down unless you break over 336. The momentum is clearly up right now, but it's getting stuck. If you can get back over this 0.5 area, then you're real good to go. But stuck at resistance right now. But if you can stay with a 302 at 270, then maybe you have a shot at going up and breaking through. But yeah, you're at resistance right now on this one. Pretty good resistance. And then this one, if it breaks through at some point and goes up, first target is about 12 bucks. But that's just simple breaking the trend, back testing, falling off the table, back testing again. Wow. I know you guys heard that. Damn, we got 26 people in here. Wow. Ooh. What's up? You grow, I grow. Good times coming. Yeah, I think so. I'm just not prepared for it yet. But yeah, I'm a pretty strong believer in bearish until we're not. We're all going to be happy once we finally flip bullish. Orca ripped yesterday. Yeah, we went over Orca already. It ripped, but it's over. It was a nice try. Bounce is going to the moon right now. Bounce is going vertical right now. What's up, Isaac? He says shipping, however you say this one. But yeah, this one's getting stuck at resistance. I wouldn't touch it. If I owned it, if I bought it or whatever, I wouldn't have bought it down here because it looked horrible. But if I got this move, I'm out. Especially looking at it at resistance. It can break through and go if it wants, but I'm out. I'm not going to take a chance. I got to stop taking chances and gambling and FOMOing and being greedy. What did we say we're going to look at? What's more bullish, XCN or ACH in your opinion? You really asked me that? Come on, David. I'm more bullish on ACH. The fact that ACH has a bullish chart and it hasn't ran yet. The fact that XCN ran and it could be done soon. Shipping, that's right. Shipping. Shopping. I don't even know what this coin is called. Does someone know? Is it shipping? Is it shipping or is it shopping? I want to say it's shopping. They need to be clearer with their damn message. A ticker. Oh, Lord. Whew. Weekly chart, 3-day chart, bear flag. Shipping's about to drop to 0. Unless this bear flag can get fixed. Someone flipped the chart upside down. This is ridiculous. You're sitting on the 236 here. You have to get over where you're getting stuck. We're not getting stuck, but you can clearly see. You have to get over 6.5 to kill the bear flag. If not, you're about to fall down and break this support level. So what we'll simply do, 236 is holding, but you broke the trend. You back tested it several times. There's wicks all over the place. I don't think I would ever buy shipping unless I had extra money to just throw at something. Yeah, you got the 618 here too, low to the high. So if this bear flag breaks down or plays out and you break below 4.5, I mean, that's not a bad looking wick down here, but I always forget about the stickers. Maybe I should start putting stickers on all these charts. Ones that we think are just death, we'll just put the little death symbol. That's what you have to look forward to on shipping here. Incoming death down to the 786 level. So if the bear flag is going to play out on everything that we're seeing, yeah. If we don't get a bounce and a move up like very soon, if Bitcoin can't break above 87, then there's a lot of things telling us. I mean, there's so many things on the bottom that need to bounce, but there's a lot of things telling us we're about to get hit. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be pretty at all. Kind of glad I'm out of the market. But if for some way shipping holds here, let me just zoom out to the monthly so we can see a little better. I mean, if you look at the monthly here, even though we broke that trend and we're moving, if we just move all of this crap out of the way, you're still holding besides, excuse me, besides the wicks down. When you zoom out to the macro monthly, it doesn't look horrible. You're going sideways, you're curling up, even though, yeah, you just made a slightly higher high. You're making higher lows besides the wick, like I said. So overall, macro-wise, it doesn't look horrible. And then with that being said, we'll just go with what the chart is giving us. From the low to the high. So yeah, I'm glad I zoomed out on this one. Yeah, you just tagged the 382 twice. So macro-wise, even though you may drop, you're still macro bullish on shipping here. So damn, maybe I will buy shipping. All right, I didn't realize that shipping was macro bullish like this, holding strongly over the 382. You just got to get back over these smaller levels here. But this thing's been holding bullish since it topped in, what is that, 2021, January of 21. And now I guess it's the first cycle on Coinbase. Oh man. All right. So if people are gonna buy shipping. Whew. Yeah, shipping, shopping, whatever the hell this is, may do almost 60x to 30 cents. All right, I take it back. I'm sorry I was bearish on shipping. I like the chart now. Shebang. It's shebang, is it really? I gotta run. Good hanging with you for a bit. Catch you soon. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, and come back, my man. Hard to call. Farmers up 19%. Yeah, I saw that. You're all in on shipping. Yeah, now that I zoomed out on shipping, I'm going to start doing this more often. We're just going to do macro updates. Because when you do these monthly chart updates, I know a lot can happen in a month's time, but the respect that is giving to this chart, the higher you go, and you zoom out and you see these things are actually macro bullish like this, and we're entering into a bull market soon at some point. If it doesn't break down and break below the 382, which it's been tagging, like I said, you know, once we flip bullish, you can see a large couple of candles like this spawning in, if not more. So some of these newer coins that are holding up like this, I say newer, but you get the idea. Newer to exchanges. They may actually have some decent runs. We're going to look back, and this coin here is going to be the winner. 60x on a coin no one knows about. And people are going to be upset that they bought XRP or whatever else that only does a 10x. Damn, we only got 17 people left in here. All right, we're probably going to end it. It's an hour and a half in. Like I said, I'll probably end up streaming later on, so you guys look out for that and come back. We'll end it with farm here. So a couple of coins starting to wake up. So maybe we will get a little relief rally. So Bitcoin can actually go down to 30K or 30K, 70K. And all these coins that need to bounce, get their little bounce, and they'll just come right back down to where they were. Because I really can't see us just dropping from where we are, because things are going to get real ugly on a lot of things. Same thing with farm here. It had a nice little pump, but ultimately, I don't know if you can see that. It got stuck right at the 236.5. Perfect on that candle. And that was it. So people have been watching this thing. They watched it pump up to the 0.5 and then it got out. 236 really. It dipped below the final support and that was it. So same thing Orca did. Wicked up, still making lower highs. Damn. I may have to go get some coffee or take a nap before the next stream. Jeez. But yeah, nice little pump. Hopefully you guys took profit that are holding it, because you just made a lower high and you hit resistance. So that's probably it for now. Little pump and then we're just going to hold and go sideways again. All right, let me pull up. Kira says, are you live? Yeah, we're live. We are still live, but we're about to end it. I'm going to come back on later. But yeah, we're here still. Bone is up 27%. I forgot about Bone. Yeah, how do I get... I don't know if you know Alan, but I used to stake on Shiba Swap. And I went on there recently, and I do have some Bone on Shiba Swap. But I have to buy Shiba and go... I don't know how to get the Bone off of there. It's not much, but still, it would help. But I have no idea how to get the Bone off of Shiba Swap now. I used to know how to use it, but it's not a big deal, I guess. But let me bring up YouTube so I can end the poll properly. See how many of you liked the video or liked the live stream. There's always way more votes than likes, so... so many scammers out there. What time is it? 3:30. Yeah, I'll probably come back on tonight about 6 or 7, a couple hours from now. Gotta get in there and go spend some time with my boy. He needs something to drink, so I'll probably end up getting a coffee. All right, let me get over here and get on. Oh, come on. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. I appreciate the super chats that came in today. That's awesome. Much appreciated. Let me pull it up on the Bone chart as I'm waiting for this to load. Bone. Yeah, where's our Bone chart? I know we've looked at it before. We used to cover it all the time. Bone. Yeah, why are all these random coins just go together like this? Why did Bone and Orca and the one we just looked at, Farm, why did they just all of a sudden together pump out of nowhere like this? How many people we got in here? 18 on YouTube, 15 on X. Yeah, I've asked this before also. My brother, he has a whole bunch of money locked up on Coinbase Wallet, I believe. But he lost his seed phrase. He still has the amounts he put in on these coins, and we did the math on them, the coins he owned in his wallet, and it's over $20,000 that he could really use right now, but I don't think there's any way to get it. He was asking me if a hacker could get it, if he could hire a hacker or something to break into his Coinbase wallet and get his coins, because he already emailed Coinbase and everything. They sent a long reply. There's nothing they can do about it unless he gets his seed phrase, and he cannot find it anywhere. He's looked for years, but I don't think it's possible. So there's all that money just locked up on a Coinbase wallet account, never to be seen again. It's unfortunate. But yeah, Bone did the same thing. Lower high, hit the 236, wicked above, almost hit the 382, but that was probably it. All right, let me end this poll. We got 47 votes. Oh, not bad. 83% say yes. All right, so we're not too bearish here. Poll is ended. I appreciate you guys coming in. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Without phrase, it's soul. You mean gone? Yeah, that's what we figure. Unfortunate though. Alright, with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the super chats. We're going to be back on later. None of this is financial advice, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.